Hello, guys. This is going to be on the Sacramento Kings and some very not surprising trade talks, trade rumors which are going around. And the Sacramento Kings are in trade talks with other teams, and they have talked about being open to trade talks as it pertains with the Aaron Fox. So, De'Aaron Fox, I have mentioned this before. He has been wanting to be traded for a while. I was someone early on that talked about this. That even before the coach leaving, there has been some talks about De'Aaron Fox. He's not happy there and that kind of thing. And I've heard this from some pretty good sources. And I'll just leave it at that. But one of the things that was major as far as for the Kings being open to trade talks was when Rich Paul advised the Kings office to trade De'Aaron Fox now. De'Aaron Fox, he has a contract that his contract's going to end soon. He is 18 months away, and that means one more year, and that's it, I believe. And there's a very good chance if the Kings end up keeping him, he just walks away. He decides to leave. He won't sign with the Kings, and I think that's very likely. I think that it will happen, and I do think that the Kings, if they're going to do something now, which might be the best opportunity that they have, they trade before the deadline, which is coming up pretty soon. The other question is about what Fox has recently said. It is very apparent that he is wanting to go to the Spurs. He has been great on the attack. He's a very good shooter. He can draw a lot of fouls. And the Spurs have a very young team and can use someone with leadership. And Fox has a lot of experience being kind of the face of the Sacramento Kings. He has been the face. So he definitely would bring that leadership role to the Spurs. Because the Spurs have a lot of young guys. Wemby's very young. There's just a lot of young guys there on that team. And with Greg Popovich, great coach. He's won 5 championships at the Spurs. He's also won a gold medal. A very accomplished coach. And will definitely be a great asset to have for both sides. For Greg Popovich, I think it'd be great to have De'Aaron Fox. And for Fox, I think it'd be great to have a great coach that has a lot of respect around the NBA. So I think that could very well happen. And right now, that's kind of like trade number 1. But I don't know what the Kings would get out of that. I don't know if there's anything that the Kings would want out of that. I know the Kings are definitely looking more. They should be looking more, at least in my opinion, on getting first-round picks. And if they're going to lose Fox, there's going to be a lot of. They're going to have to get a really good player, or get some good picks, because they're going to be kind of not on a full rebuild, but pretty much at this point. So they need to be getting first round picks. So how will a trade work? I could see the only way I can see is multi-team trade, and I think that's the most likely. One of the things the Kings could do is try to get Zach LaVine from the Bulls. The Kings have talked a lot about Zach LaVine, been wanting him for a while, and I think he is somebody that can definitely be targeted in a multi-team trade. Both Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan have both played with each other, so I believe the trade would circulate pretty well with this, having played with each other at the Bulls, and if they did end up getting Zach LaVine, I think that would be great. Obviously, there would be some first round picks as well, but that's a pretty good trade. The other trades I could see happening is Jimmy Butler. I don't think will be a good trade. I don't think that the Kings would want his big contract. So I don't see him going to the Kings, but he could be part of a trade, potentially. I could see the Kings going after Bradley Beal. He's been playing very well. He's been pretty much... He's playing like a star. He's just been very, very well this year, and he is a much cheaper option because Jimmy Butler is just his contract's so big. I don't think the Kings would be very wise to try to pick up a contract like that with all the contracts that they already have. I could see the Kings also trading with the Lakers, and this is probably the most likely out of all of them. If the Kings traded with the Lakers, I don't see how De'Aaron Fox says no. He'd be able to play with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I think the Kings would probably get Austin Reeves, Max Christie, who is great for defense, and the Kings been needing a little bit more help on defense, and would be getting a few first-round picks. So there's lots of options, lots of opportunities for the Kings to get some very good trades out of this. Anything can happen. This is not set in stone. But this has been going on, and don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of people that have been very hopeful about this, especially Kings fans, that somehow, some way, De'Aaron Fox stays. But this has been going on for a long time, and a long time coming, and I saw this coming about a mile away. Like, this has been going on for quite some time, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, what kind of a trade happens. I think the big thing really focusing around all of this is, yeah, we could get a big player or a couple of big name players, but I think the main focus has to be first round picks, and the Kings have to capitalize on these first round picks. So I 100% think we're gonna hear something soon. I think this is going to be something that happens very, very soon, because I don't see the Kings getting a better opportunity. I do have to say that De'Aaron Fox's trade stock definitely went down, with Rich Paul being very vocal about advising the Kings office to trade De'Aaron Fox and saying where he wants to go, which is the Spurs. I do think that there's other teams that might even be, that I haven't even mentioned. There might have been teams that might have wanted to trade for him, but may not now, because he's already said he wants to play for a team, and if he doesn't want to play for your team, why would you necessarily want to trade as much as you can to get him? So I do think that they went about it the wrong way. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. So I just wanted to give an update for Kings fans, um, and see if what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. And go Kings and light the beam. Have a great day.